the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void. Darkness was upon the face of the deep. The Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw the light. It was good. It was good. God divided the light from the darkness. God called light day, and the darkness he called night. He called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Let the waters be divided from the waters." Firmament. So, okay, get there. Word for word, okay? I'll explain stuff later. God made the firmament, divided the waters which were under the firmament, waters which were above the firmament, and it was so firmament, atmosphere. There's waters, canopy of water that was surrounding our earth, and there's waters underneath the firmament, which is atmosphere, so waters on the surface, like a sea. And God called the firmament heaven. Oh, that's our heaven, first heaven. The evening and the morning were the second day. Wow. All in 2 days. God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered." So all the waters under the heaven be gathered, is the firmament, together into one place. So all the waters were in one place. Let the dry land appear. Pangea. It was so. God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass and herb." Grass, herbs. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if you do. Some ganja. Put down the dope and so fast the camera can't even catch it. Winchester, I'm the Winchester. It's night. I blow a great wind on your chesters. I'm your nightmare. I'm your nightmare. Man child, man child. Unrod, unrod. I got the DNA of David. Damn. Access the DNA database through the or DNA membrane, uh, the membrane memory of our DNA ancestry. So through our DNA blood, we can know, see things of our ancestors, whole, stored in the memory bank of our DNA. Isn't that incredible? Like, if God gives you the strength in understanding, insight into certain times in life, like, it's called a vision, right? This is what I understand as vision be, or an understanding the past through ancestry in DNA um, um, storage. We got storage of our ancestry's lives, our DNA is our blood, our blood. So basically, if God gives you the ability to access, say, 1,000 years ago, one of your ancestors' adventures, if you will, say a vision came upon you, and you could see stuff that happened 1,000 years ago. So, like, when I'm talking, I kill giants. I literally kill giants. I got to know, see what it's how to kill the giants. I know. I have the bloodline of David. Iron Rod. You as a man child, and I'm here to stay. Satan kills me. You know that man child will rule with an iron rod for 3.5 years. The only one who does this, the other witness, does something. I don't know what the other witness does, but the man child is one of the witnesses, which witness will spit fire 3.5 years, right? To devour the enemies. Spit fire on enemies, on my adversaries, who try to take my life. When people try to take my life, I have the ability to devour them with fire. Whether it's spiritual or physical, but it could be physical. I don't know. All I know is I've been seeing buildings on fire all around me for the last like couple months. Fire department, totally believing in the Lord God Almighty. They're so the fighters know what's going on. I think that has something to do with fire devouring my enemies all the time that surround me. I've had people on the hill gather like thousands of people to take my life, and it hasn't happened. Something's going on. I think I spit fire, dude. Because why would buildings be on fire all the time? It's the uh, fiery red. There's white remnant and fiery red. Fiery red separates uh, separates itself from the white remnant. White remnant, people on my side. Fiery red are of Satan of old. If we came together like all of the minions of Satan, all of God's warriors, the minions of God, you could say, Satan's warriors, God's warriors, and we come together to hold back the dragon until Jesus came back. Like we could really see ease in our society and people's lives, because right now the devil is running rampant. So let's continue right here, because I really got to hammer this out. I'm going to be doing a series of the whole Bible. God said, let the earth bring forth grass and herb, yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself. Bam! So it's saying basically fruit and seed that's within itself. So it's explaining on that. Say the apple with the seed inside, apple of the eye, whose seed is in itself upon the earth, and it was so. It brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after his kind. Right? The tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself. Right? After his kind. I so get that, and God saw that it was good. I would help. I can understand why God sees that it was good, because that is good, man. Clever of God. Like, God's intelligent. Evening and the morning were the third day. God said, this is what He said: let there be lights in the firmament, the heaven to divide the day from the night. Let there be signs for seasons. Oh, right here. For days and years. Oh, man. I could so see that in the stars. I could see a sign separating the seasons and the years. Now, let them be for lights in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth. So, you can look at the stars, determine the year and the season. Oh, we won't know the day or the hour. We will know, like, the coming of the Son of Man. We can tell it's close. We can see the season. Now, understand this of a parable, I guess. Suppose, maybe not. Check this out. Where did you say, and let there be lights in the firmament of heaven, give light upon the earth, and it was so. Because I just realized this. God made two. See, check this. I just figured something out. The coming of Christ will be like birth pains. Like we'll know the season if we're paying attention. So, would you know the season? Well, His return. Boom, the stars. So, yet to see what season is season of His coming. I don't know that one yet, so maybe He'll reveal that to me. That's pretty interesting. So, in the days of the Great Tribulation, we'll know the season. When you see these signs, that you are in the season, I think it says, right? Let's go ahead and turn Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. This is interesting. I'm just going to put Bible study number 1. Bible study number 1. Matthew, Mark. Okay, so Matthew's oh yeah, right. The vision of no man until the Son of Man risen again from the dead. Ooh, that's deep. faithful pursuit. Earth shall be bound in heaven. Whosoever thou shalt loose it on earth. Oh, bless it. Oh, yeah. 24, right? That's right. That's right. Jesus went out and departed from the temple. And he departed from the temples when his disciples came to him to shew him the building of the temple. So, to shew him the building of the temple. Get that? Yeah. Jesus said unto them, see ye not all these things? So he said, look at all these things. Verily, I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another shall not be thrown down. So he's basically telling the disciples that all the stones will be crumbled. Like so big, like, mountains moved out of its place. Like during the end times, like all the stones will be crumbled. There will be no stone upon itself. Like all the buildings, everything will come crumbling down. As he sat on the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, the disciples came unto him privately, without anyone else with a witness. Okay? It was a private matter. So you could tell right there privately, when it's privately, it's an important issue. Whenever you see that stuff like that, like you got to take word for word as it is, like and like basically dissecting. It's pretty accurate. The King James Version, anyway. Saying, so they say this, they came to him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? Things. So, talking about when will these things be? Oh, okay. These things be, and what shall be the sign? Okay, when shall these things be? So what's he talking about? Like if you go up the verse before, we were talking about stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. So they're asking about what Jesus just said outside the temple. He said, "See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you." So see ye all these things? Tell us when shall these things be? Shall not be one be left here, one stone upon another. So they're asking him about he was talking about outside the temple. Later on, when they met up with him privately to ask him about it, they didn't understand what he was saying. They did understand, but they wanted to know more. Get it? When shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Sign. So there's a sign of right before his coming. Remember that. Remember, there's a sign before his coming of the end of the world. Okay, sign of thy coming, comma, also and of the end of the world. So two signs. Check it out. The sign of his coming, sign of the end of the world. So remember that. There's two signs they asked. Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceiveth you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, shall deceive many. So there'll be many people saying, oh, I'm Jesus Christ, and they will deceive many. Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. All these things must come to pass. The end is not yet. So be not troubled for heaven. Nation shall rise against nation. Kingdom against kingdom. See that? Starting to amp now. So every country will be against each other. Against the countries. And nation, go back to the 60s when they changed the word nation, it deprived from the word nationality. So nation against nation means race against race. So moving on. Kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes that diverse places. So we can see that already, you know. All these things, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So what we're going through and what we've been seeing, beginning of sorrows, we're seeing that already. That's the beginning of the sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. So this is what it could be happening somewhat. This is what we're seeing on a small degree, but could intensify. So this is what it says. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. So beware. You're going to be, if you're a believer, be delivered up to be afflicted. Not me, because obviously I'm sealed. There's 144,000 sealed. Dude, there's no way they're going to have no way going anywhere. Because I have to take on the giant. They can't touch me. Especially since I have the keys to a matrix. Love is the key. I got to kill these giants. So 144,000 are sealed where we can't be touched. A lot of us will be thrown in prison. Oh my God. Protecting certain. Man, I got to fight, dude. There's no way no way. Look, we cannot afford for him not going anywhere. Cannot be. Okay, so, oh man. I just hope God, I don't see where I am in the Bible. I'm a man child. So why am I not harmed? It's crazy. I don't think they're going to be able to afflict me. The world's way too important. I'm taking on the giant monsters. Shall kill you. So they deliver you up. Be afflicted. Shall kill you. So you're delivered up and you put to death. You shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So all nations will hate you for his name's sake. Check this out. Hated by all nations for his name's sake. I hope not. Because honestly, I ain't like anybody. I'm a Christian, believer in Christ. Yes. I got to take on these giants. I also need the help of the 144,000. So they are sealed. Something's up with that. So I guess I'm still hated. And they can't touch us. Oh, wait. Or, you know what? If they do, we'll get cut short. Oh, I hope they do come for me. The days will be cut short. To heaven and earth. To heaven and earth. Ground control to Major Tom. You're walking through the door. Helmet on and take your vitamins. I'm the greatest swordsman in the land. You know what? Donald Trump, throw me. You know what, Donald Trump, let me live with you in the White House. I'll keep guard. I'll give some political spankings to these banking cartel members that are in there betraying you. Let me give them a political spanking, literally, in front of the world. I want to see Babylon, America, really impress the world never before. Mr. Trump, you could do this too. Have your Secret Service help you bend some of these political chairmen over your knee and paddle them with the paddle. You get a paddle and name it Old Thunder on it. I'm not kidding. If we put on worldwide TV where a grown man is getting spanked, political spanking for his misbehavior, maybe people will change because they won't want to be spanked, right? In front of everybody. I'm telling you, this will work. Like, in front of the world, Mr. Trump, I'll do it. I guarantee you we'll earn a lot of respect from every nation. All we got to do is put like a real spanking to a grown man who breaks the law, the White House, that wants to be some of these politicians that are traitors, that do dirty deals. And you know what? Leaders in this world do not like them. I am the only guy on the planet that will politically body language out Putin. Greater than him in political body language. I learned from the best. Lyndon Johnson, you filthy haters out there. You want to pull a Lyndon Johnson 6 doors to tomorrow? Guess what? Satan broke through my spiritual door. He saw 100 doors and 100 gates behind it. He broke through my spiritual gate. There was 100 doors, right? So I was in the spiritual. When the physical witnessed it afterward in a small town. Just blow great wind on you, Chesters, and I will see your defeat. Human trafficking, the love of money, the root of all evil, got you numbered. Yes, I do. And you know what? The best thing you can do is come for my life. Because people don't really want to hear it or believe it. But you know what? That's how deep I got this. Because of all the actors that were in the grave coming out and speaking against it, I set a plan in motion where if you even touch me, take my life, you're exposed. You'll never see it coming because there's millions of people intertwined in this web. So take my life. I challenge you. The world is a hellish nightmare anyway for me. I mean, I want to go home. I'm not afraid to die. See this right here? Some dude pulled a knife on my neck, right? I was like, do it. I ain't afraid to die, right? So I thought for a second I went to pull the knife, which God really didn't want me to do that. So I almost cut off my pointer finger. Anyways, what I'm saying is, we need to make sure the president is well guarded. If you guys need a champion to keep eye, because I watch all around me, I see everything as a sign anyway. You know, like, I mean, the 7 crowns. Everybody's chasing a crown of pride. I keep scratching my head saying, it's not about a crown of pride and money. It's about bringing the debt down in a debt limit. That's what the crown's about. Serving others, not being served. So those crowns are of the king. And horns. Come on. Here. I'm right here. You could call me man-child. Basically what I'm saying, those 10 horns are the 10 regions of Babylon. A head of gold. This is the head of gold. 7 crowns, 1 absorbs 3. And that head of gold is broken down into 10 different. Remember Russia, right? I'm starting to see a connection because I want to get into this more. Get Russia during the 90s and the USSR, how it was broken up to pieces, right? Recently, and then we saw Russia come back as one nation, and then they kicked out the political chairman makers that came over here and put us through hell, and now we just kicked them out of their seat of power, and they're going over to China. And I'm gonna give a tip to China. The people we just kicked out were the people that did Russia in turmoil and broke them up into the USSR, right? They kicked them out and they came here and they put us in debt. We're gonna fix. I guarantee it, dude. I'll make sure of it. And they put us in debt and we're gonna break up into regions. This 10 horns is 10 regions of Babylon. And that is the head of gold. I have bloodlines of David. David running through my veins. I could go back in time and see how he killed the giants. Or understand this. I understand this stuff, dude. Giants of old, of new. If you want to kill a giant, good luck with a gun. Best get you some hooks where you can climb up the leg because they're going to be like over 50 feet tall, 100 feet tall. These are giants like Astaroth and Jupiter, giants of old. So, like, you better be able to climb up, take your sword, and pull it out. Right? Like in here, you climb up to the head, dude. If you're going to shoot a giant in out there in Afghanistan, you ain't going to shoot nowhere, but these are the vulnerable spots right here. That's it. Here's a shell. You could empty clips, and the giants aren't going down, dude. They smell worse than a skunk. I'm telling you. I've smelled giants that smell my blood. I know when the giants are around. They don't like me. They fear me. I kill giants. I know how to kill giants. I know how to kill giants. I know how David killed giants. Crawl up them. Like, you gotta climb up them. Put the sword through here, a vulnerable part. Anywhere in here, and that's all I know. It's vulnerable and vulnerable. That's how you kill a giant. Take them down, cut their head off. These are what we're faced with soon. A giant baby. There's babies being born that are even a year old, as big as their mothers. Next time, folks, like and subscribe. Tell your buddies. This is a new series, a Bible study series.